Hi guys, Tabby at Glossop Garden Services here, and we are going to look at some new pruning shears. I'd say it's more like an electronic lopper, but this is it is the Kebtek KT-940 40mm cutting diameter. You can reduce this to 25mm. I believe they are Chinese made in China. Yeah, these were £280, which is quite a lot of money, but I'll get the use out of them, so it sort of makes no difference to me. If my missus is watching this, they was £25 if you misheard my last comment. Let's open them up. So in the box, like I said, I've used these a little bit, so they're not brand spanking new. You get two batteries, what are they? 2 amp hour batteries. They last a long time. You get a charger, I was going to say blade oil, but there's absolutely nothing in that bottle. Yeah, so yeah, that's great, isn't it? Spanners, Allen keys, I've got those anyway, so they can just be put to one side somewhere. Got your manual, you've got the tool, obviously. This has got an LCD screen, which shows you your battery percentage and how many cuts you've done whilst it's been turned on. Once you turn it off, it resets. Let me just try and get the batteries in. So to turn it on, got your on button there, press and hold that. The tool will then turn on, and to start, you basically 2 clicks of the trigger and it'll open to maximum cutting diameter. To reduce this, just hold it in, 1 beep, open it up, and that is 25mm now. So yeah, to open it back up again, 1 beep, and then it's back to its widest setting then. These are brilliant, honestly. If you've got the money spare, get them bought. If you don't get them bought, get yourself some loppers, have fun with them. Yeah, I'll get this camera rigged up better and I'll do a few cuts of it so you can see what they're like. But yeah, this is them. The box is good, decent box. The tool feels solid. You'd think being made in China it'll be a bit flimsy, but it's absolutely solid. I reckon you could drop this and it'd be absolutely fine. I'm not going to try it because this wasn't free. Like I said before, it was £280, but again, if my missus is watching this video, they was £25. I'll set the camera up in a better position, we'll do some cuts. One thing I forgot to mention, you can buy a new blade for this. I think you just get the blade. You can probably buy this as well, but it's pretty simple. It looks pretty simple to change. In here I had a quick flick through and it does tell you, there you go, how to replace a blade, how to replace blade, and then it gives you a step-by-step how to do it. So yeah, pretty straightforward. These are, I think from what I've seen, to get a blade replacement is about 25 quid, which is great because that's like the same price as the tool if my missus is watching. But yeah, 25 quid for the blade. I've used this a fair bit and it still looks great condition. I think this is going to last a long time before I need to change a blade. Or I don't know, if I go through something metal or something, then it might get a nick in it and then I'd have to change it, but I don't plan on doing that. So this is just a quick piece that I just got out of the bin, just went bin raiding, pulled this out. This is what we've got. Let's measure it. I was going to say this is a bit over 1 inch, but probably not fact. So let's have a look. If you can see that, it's 35mm. No, just over 32, 33mm. So yeah, not quite your maximum, but there or thereabouts. Let's have a look. I'd help if I turn them on. Fucking idiot. There we go. Yeah, easy. Like they don't even struggle. Yeah, just in case you want to see what it's like taking a finger off, let's just give it a bat. Nope, absolutely not. Send it straight through the middle. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just give myself a lot of stuff to clean up. That's brilliant. Yeah, that's there will be another video after this just showing like what they're like actually being used whilst I'm working. You obviously you're not going to use these, or you can if you want, on really small stuff. You just use your secateurs. But yeah, I sort of just treat these like electronic loppers. It's a bit overkill just getting about the garden, just taking wispy little things off, because you can just do that absolutely fine with secateurs. But yeah, these are brilliant. It's one of them, you don't have to use loppers because they're just a bit big and awkward, and then you're not getting the chainsaw out, which is like overkill on something that's sort of like an inch or inch and a half sort of thing. Yeah, get them bought. So here I'm just taking out some cell-seeding ash trees. Yeah, the customer wanted them out. They're growing through the hedge. The conifer hedge is in an awful state anyway. Like most of the thing's dead. Like you see with other conifers, who knows what's caused this one. I mean, at one point there was just bindweed all over it that I've ripped off. Yeah, it's just one of them. So we're just taking these out, and then they can just be carried down to the bin, snipped up quick, nice and easy, job done. Not quite job done because there's other stuff to do on this garden before I get out of here. That cable you can see is running up to the top of the garden where they've got a bird box. I mean, yeah, I think there's a camera in there, great if you're into sort of spying on birds. Well, there's probably a proper name for it, but I don't know. Pretty cool if you're into that sort of thing. So now I've got the main stems out, I can just look to sort of getting these as close to ground level as possible. Yeah, they will grow back, but I mean, you can prevent that, put a bit of herbicide on the stump, keep an eye on it, dig them out, but they're not too bothered about that. They just wanted them cutting right down, so that's what I've done. I mean, they're just great, these are. Your loppers, they've got the uses, secateurs, they've got the uses, and they're just awesome. You've got absolutely no chance going through these stems with secateurs. You'd have both hands on it, bright red in the face, making some horrendous noises, like customers down at the other end of the garden thinking, what the bleeding hell's going on up there? And this, all they're hearing is yeah, it's done. Not you like up there squealing trying to get through them. Quick peek through the edge. What have I found here then? Oh, couple of stray ones. Get yourself out here, pal. Size of that. Straight through it. Go on. Whoa. Look at me gripping it. Like it owes me money. It's not going to run away from you, mate. Ease up. Yeah, if you're not sold on these, then there's not much more I can do. But yeah, said it loads of times. I think they're brilliant. I'm so glad I bought them. If you want a pair, 280 quid on Amazon. Anyway, let's wrap this one up right as I'm getting some quality footage of my leg. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Catch you on the next one. See ya.